Hey boys and girls, it's Friday, so it is, yay, our favorite day of the week. It's another Read Books with Goats Day, and you can see I've got one of my sweet babies here with me. This is All American Girl. She's one of my favorites. And there are some other baby goats over here in the pasture with me and some mama goats, so who knows who's going to come to hear this story with us today. We're actually going to be revisiting a book that we already read this week. Revisiting books is something that's great to do. I love to go back and check out my favorite books over and over and over again, and I hope that you do too. Sometimes I like to go back and look at them more closely, maybe check out those pictures again. Sometimes I maybe have been read the story and I want to go back and I want to practice one of our 3 ways of reading, to retell the story. Maybe if I can't quite read the words yet, maybe I'm just going to go back and revisit that story and I can kind of tell it to myself, because that is a way to read. That's something that as we're beginning readers, we're using that a lot. Okay, it's also a skill that we need to be able to do, to retell a story that we've had told to us or we have read to ourselves. So that's great practice, and I hope you enjoy rereading this story with me and girl here and maybe some more of our goat friends. So I'm going to scooch up a little bit closer so you can see these pictures a little bit better. Okay, this is The Day the Goose Got Loose. It's by Reeve Lindbergh and pictures by Stephen Kellogg. Remember, I love these pictures by Stephen Kellogg. Okay. Try to get in the shade so you can see it. Right there is good. When the girl, you gotta stop that, we can't hear the story. When the goose got loose, she caused a riot. Nobody ever thought she'd try it. There wasn't any more peace and quiet the day the goose got loose. Oh, don't pee on my blanket. Oh, yucky. Oh, goodness, how fun. When the goose got loose, the hens were mad. The goose ate all the grain they had. The rooster sulked and the chickens were sad the day the goose got loose. Oh, girl, you're being so silly. When the goose got loose, the sheep were scared. They huddled together and shivered and stared. They would never come into the house if they dared. The day the goose got loose. Oh, is it a good book? Is it a good book? Do you like it? I know you do. I know you do. When the goose got loose, the ram went wild. He butted the Bixby's younger child. Her dress got messed and her hair unstyled the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, the horses were glad. They kicked up their heels and ran like mad. The colt was silly, the filly was bad the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, the cows were tense. The goose provoked a bull named Spence. He charged right through the pasture fence the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, our herd was gone. They galloped to the courthouse lawn. The sergeant brought them back at dawn the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, my dad was annoyed. He said this wasn't a day he'd enjoyed. His morning routine was completely destroyed the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, my mom was upset. She said the goose was a personal pet. She walked all around with a butterfly net the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, my brother knew why. He heard the wild geese flying high. They stood in the meadow and waved goodbye the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, my grandmother said, quite late in the evening, just before bed, I wonder what thoughts went through her head the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, I dreamed a dream. Of a flock of geese in a silver stream. Some tame and some wild in a fine feathered team. The day the goose got loose. What an excellent book to read time and time again. Today, as you get ready to read some of your own books, I wonder if you'll choose to read a book again. I hope you do. I hope you pick out a book that's a book you've already read, one that you know you want to read again and again. Okay? What do you think, girls? Should we read this one again? You want to sit down and we'll read the book again and we'll enjoy it? Maybe we'll retell what happened in the story. Look at those pictures again. Maybe notice something new we haven't noticed yet. Oh, we could put Post-it notes in it? Is that what you said? You just want to eat the Post-it notes out of it, wouldn't you? You would. You would. All right, boys and girls. Happy reading today and happy Friday. Can you say bye? No, you're just going to eat my shirt? Okay. Bye, boys and girls.